The following is a poem I wrote. It's written in Spanish and English. However, I decided to translate it to English for the written words that you can follow along, and the Spanish words are here. Please note that the translation for some of my bad words, my madres, where I'm saying a couple of doozies in Spanish, don't really translate very well to English, so I chose really basic slang sort of cuss translation. So there is some bad language in here. Enjoy the pictures. There are my homies back in the Rio Grande Valley and some flyers from some of my shows. Thank you. A veces, Valeria Mariposa. A veces las cosas se calman, fade out to the dress-up games of middle class. A veces las guitarras cantan diferentes canciones. There are no corridos of caballos blancos, no thumping of banda beats. On your way home, there are no smell of abuelas' kitchens. Viejitas do not rock on old chairs, and the niños are always playing Xbox. A veces las poetas se encierran behind dirty windows beaten by spring snow. A veces los poemas se esconden in South Texas tree houses, in Italian restaurants, in the memories of chocolate tornadoes and little blue houses, in the crisscross barks of palm trees, in the smoke of dive bars, in Hargill cemeteries littered by molted serpent skin. A veces los poemas no quieren regresarse del río, no brotan in anything else but the seed pods of a swaying mesquite. A veces las cosas se calman y se esconde la poeta detrás de las faldas de Coatlicue. A veces se pierden los poemas with 2,000 miles, with 4 states in between, with MFAs and academic analysis, with settled hearts and love for your gordito. A veces there is no one to fight with but yourself, porque se te olvidó que tú fuiste la que dijiste que chinguen a 20. You were a poet because it saved you. Poetry saved you. Loca, puta, enamorada, vieja, loca, desesperada. Poetry saved you outside of academic walls. ¿Y para qué andas con esos juegos where you think of packaging, where before you even write it, you think of options for publishing? ¿Y para qué andas con esos juegos de my poem is not feminist enough, is not liberal enough, is not hardcore enough, is not slam enough, is not valley enough, is not smart enough, is not sensitive enough, is not chicana enough, is not what is expected of me as Lady Mariposa enough? ¿Y para qué andas con esos juegos when you know that poetry is about salvation, that you used to call yourself a poet before anyone else believed you were? Y a veces las cosas se calman only on the outside because inside you are dying. Y a veces no hay más que dejar que Y a veces no hay más que decir que chinguen a 20. I am going to write a poem, and I'm even going to post this poem, and I'm not even going to care that publications specify that anything you submit not be published, and this includes putting it on Facebook. Y que chinguen a 20. I'm going to write a poem. I'm going to write it the way I did when I was 25, when I had no idea what I was doing, when I had to write that poem to find me, when I had to write that poem to save me, when I had to write that poem to listen for the sound of my own voice, and I'm going to write that poem to save me, to find me, to remind me que yo soy poeta, y que chinguen a 20 todos los hijos de su pinche madre who would call me anything but poeta.